Good morning, dear students. In the last class, we discussed about the definition of computer. You know what is computer? Computer comes from the word compute. Okay, you know what is computer? Computer is an electronic machine. Okay, which takes the data and instruction. Data and instruction means whatever given to the computer. Okay, from keyboard, whatever given, that is called data or instruction. Okay, whatever. See, it is an electronic machine which takes the data and instruction, process it, and gives a meaningful information. That is called what that is called computer. Okay, already you know. Then you know the difference between hardware and the software. Okay, what is the difference between hardware? Means physical components of computer is called hardware. The software means collection of programs which carry one particular task. That is called what software. Okay, last class you discuss about these. Okay, difference between hardware and software. Hardware we can touch it, okay, and feel it, but software we cannot touch. Okay, these last class you discuss about these. Then last class you discuss about the characteristics of a computer. Okay, what are the characteristics of computer? There are 5 characteristics you have. One is a speed, then you have a accuracy, then versatility, storage capacity, and diligency. Diligency means it does not feel tired, okay, for repetitive task. Okay, that is called a diligency. These, because of these characters, so the computer is so much famous. Okay, last class you discuss about this. Okay, today class you have to discuss about the block diagram of a computer. See what is how it is 5 marks questions करते almost in examination. Okay, 5 marks question now so many times ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ. Explain the functional parts of computer with neat diagram. Explain the functional parts of computer, or with neat diagram explain the block diagram of a computer. Okay, see the computer, it takes how many boxes here? 1 2 3 4. Okay, 4 boxes in this. You have to draw 4 boxes. Okay, 4 box ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. First, see, it consists of 4 parts. Okay, the block diagram of computer, it consists of 4 parts. First one is this is first part. This is a functional unit. This is the input unit. This is the second part, CPU. Okay, then this is the third part, memory unit. Then this is the fourth part. This is the output unit. Okay, see this the block diagram of computer, it consists of how many parts? It consists of 4 functional units. 4 functional units ಇರ್ತವೆ. See, one by one you have to study it. Okay, already you know. See, what is computer? Computer means you have to give the input. You have to give the input unit. You give the input. You have to give the input through keyboard and mouse. Mouse ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಂದ ಆ ಡಾಟಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, CPU ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, that data will be comes to CPU. In CPU, what is the use of CPU? CPU is processing the data, it calculation of data, it calculating the data and produce a output. Output means on monitor it display the data. Okay, like this it will work. One by one you have to study it. This is very very important for your point of your examination. Explain the block diagram of a computer. It consists of 4 functional units. The first functional unit is the input unit. What is input unit? The name implies that the input unit means what? Input, the 4 function. Input unit means what? See, input unit means the user can enter the data to the computer through input devices like keyboard and mouse. Okay, what is the use of input unit? The user can enter data. User andre now. Okay, we can enter the data to the computer. Okay, through keyboard and mouse. That unit is called input unit antare. Okay, input, you have to input. Now input ಮಾಡತನ computer ಏನು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. First of all you have to give the input to the computer. Okay, that's why, see, what is input unit? Input unit means the user can enter the data to the computer. That unit is called input unit antare. Example for input unit is a keyboard and mouse. Keyboard, mouse are the example for input. ಎದರಿಂದ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು always computerಗೆ through keyboard. Okay, through keyboard or mouse. Through you have to give the input. Okay, what is a input unit? And input unit, just in simple word you can write, the user can enter the data to the computer. That unit is a input unit. Okay, then second one is a CPU. See, what is CPU? CPU, expand CPU ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. CPU means central processing unit. ಓಕೆ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ CPU ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ CPU is brain and heart of computer. It is a brain and heart. It is a brain and heart of the computer. Without brain, okay, without heart, okay, ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗೆ CPU ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್. ಇದನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ನು, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್. ಇನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ, FD ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ದರ್ ಆರ್ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ನು ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್. CPU ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ CPU ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಇದು ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಎ ಚಿಪ್. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಚಿಪ್, ಇಂಟೆಲ್ ಚಿಪ್ ಇಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಂಟೆಲ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಇವಾಗ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸರ್. CPU ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೆಸರು ಏನಪ್ಪ? ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸರ್. ಬಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಏನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ CPU ಇರುತ್ತೆ. CPU ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ದಿಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ CPU. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ CPU now? CPU, it is central processing unit. Central processing unit, the name implies that what it does, what is the use of CPU? It is a brain and heart of computer. It is brain and heart of computer which is used to processing the data, which is used to execute the data. Execute or processing the data means calculation of data. For example, ನಾನು ಬಾಪೂಜಿ PU ಅಂತ ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ? CPU ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. CPU, it goes to CPU. The CPU, it takes the data and process it and calculates it and display the data in a monitor. Okay, display the data in the monitor. Okay, that is called what? A CPU. Then in examination ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, what is CPU? What is CPU? CPU means, central. It is a central processing unit. It is a heart and brain of a computer. It is heart and brain of computer which is used to processing the data. It is used to processing our data. Processing means calculation of a data. Okay. Then after that, this is CPU. What does CPU consist? It consists of 3 parts. CPU also consists of 3 parts. 3 parts are yavappa? Control unit, arithmetic and logic unit, then register. Okay, CPU, what does CPU consist ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. One more question. What does CPU consist? The CPU consists of 3 parts. One is a control unit, arithmetic and logic unit, and register. This is CPU. It consists of CU means control unit. Then ALU, expand ALU ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ALU means arithmetic logic unit. Then register. There are 3 parts. It consists of 3 parts. Okay, one by one we have to study. Then what is control unit? Control unit. What is control unit? Control unit means nothing but which is used to control the all activities of computer. Alle the name control unit. Control unit means it controls the all activities of computer. ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ನ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಏನು ಬೇಕು, ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವುದು? ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್. ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ದಿ ಆಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್? ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಇರೋದು? ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್, ಇಟ್ fetches the instructions. It decodes the instructions. Then it execute the instructions. Then it store the instructions. These are the functions of control unit. 2 marks question ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. explain the function, mention the functions of control unit. 2 marks ಗೆ so many times ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಏನಪ್ಪ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್? Otherwise they will ask you what is control unit, what are their function. Control unit means the name implies that it is used to control the all activities of computer. All activities ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ? Input activity, input ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ, output ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, these activities are controlled by control unit. Then what are the functions of control unit? Control unit function is fetches the instruction. Fetch means read. ಏನಾದರೂ ನಾನು ಬಾಪೂಜಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೇನೆ, ಬಾಪೂಜಿ ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? CU ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ read that instruction. Our data na read ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. That is called fetch ಅಂತಾರೆ. Fetch means it read that instruction. Instruction ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಡಾಟಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಏನು ಡಾಟಾ ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀನಿ, ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ, ಆ ಡಾಟಾನ ರೀಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಫಸ್ಟು. Okay, then after that it decodes the instruction. What is decode? Decode means it converted into binary form. ಓಕೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಇದೆ ಆ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಇಂಟು ಕೋಡೆಡ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಕೋಡ್ ದಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಡಿಕೋಡ್ ದಿ ಡಾಟಾ then after that it execute that data execute ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ execute ಮಾಡೋದಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು see it is displayed on a monitor it is displayed on the monitor then after that it stores the instructions stores the instruction it stores means it store the instruction it save that instruction in our memory devices like a hard disk ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಓಕೆ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋದು ಯಾವ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅಪ್ಪ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ see control unit means it controls the or coordinates the all activities of a computer okay yeah then what are the functions these are the 4 functions okay 3 marks igu kelidane okay mention the functions of control unit okay it fetches the instructions it decodes the instruction execute the instruction then store the instructions okay these are the 4 functions of control unit then after that they will ask you see second part is the ALU export ALU ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ see ALU means what ALU means arithmetic and logical unit see ALU A means arithmetic and logical unit see arithmetic and logical unit means what arithmetic and logical unit it is used to this unit it is used to calculate okay it is used to perform the arithmetic and logical operations the name implies that arithmetic and logic unit it performs the operations like arithmetic operations and logical operations ಯಾವ arithmetic and logical operations addition subtraction multiplication division ಏನಾದರೂ ನಾನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ which unit will help okay ALU it performs the which activity it calculation it calculates addition subtraction multiplication division ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋದು ಯಾವದಪ್ಪ see this is ALU it performs the activities like it performs the operations like arithmetic and logical operations okay such as addition subtraction multiplication and division okay this is the ALU in examination idonu kelidane write one function of okay what is the function of ALU function ಏನಪ್ಪ it performs the arithmetic and logical operations okay arithmetic operations like addition subtraction division multiplication ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋದು ಯಾವುದು okay this unit this is a ALU okay then after that they will ask you the what register what is the use of register register it is used to store the data temporarily it is used to store the data in the memory temporary store ಮಾಡಿರುತ್ತೆ register what is register ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ register ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ register also it is in a CPU one of the part of CPU okay see in register what it stores the data whatever data that calculation of data it can be stored in a register ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ then what is register means these are the temporary storage devices which is used to store the data temporarily ಡಾಟಾನ ಟೆಂಪರರಿ ನಾನು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಓಕೆ ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಓಕೆ ದೆನ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ದ ಡಾಟಾ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು ಮೆಮರಿ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಸಿ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಒನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಡೌನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಮೆಮರಿ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಾಟಾನ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ದಟ್ ಡಾಟಾ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ದ ಡಾಟಾ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಮರಿ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ದಿ ಡಾಟಾ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ this unit helps to store the data permanently in the computer hard disk alli na data na store madಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ see that is nothing but a memory unit okay through memory unit you have to store the data permanently in the computer that is called a memory unit then after that what is the use of output unit output unit it is used to process the data this displays the processor data see it is used to display the processor data on monitor ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ processor data process ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ process in CPU data will be processed that processor data will be displayed on a monitor that is called a output unit Okay, this is what this is a block diagram of computer. Okay, see one by one we want to explain. First of all, nanu for example I have Bapuji PU college. I want to type Bapuji PU college. How to type? In input unit, but from keyboard I am typing Bapuji PU college. Bapuji PU college ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? CPU ಬರುತ್ತೆ. In CPU it consists of three parts. Okay, CU control unit, it controls that all activities of computer. Then after that it comes to ALU, it performs the arithmetic and logical operations. After that Bapuji PU college store in register ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಡ್. Okay, it is displayed on a monitor. Okay, see ನೀವು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ. Okay, you have to give the input, the data will be processed in CPU, then it produces a output. Okay, if you want to save your data, ನೀವು ಡಾಟಾದ ನೀವು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it helps memory unit ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Got it? This is what this is it consists of how many parts? 4 parts. Okay, it consists of 4 the computer, it consists of block diagram of computer, it consists of 4 functional parts. First one is a input unit. Input unit ಕೆಲಸ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ just user can enter data to the computer. That is the use of input unit. What is CPU? CPU means it is heart and brain of computer which is used to processing the data or calculation of data. It consists of 3 parts. CPU consists of 3 parts. One is a control unit, register and ALU. Okay, then control unit means it controls and coordinates all activities of computer. Okay, these are the functions ಯಾವಪ್ಪ? It fetches the instruction, decodes the instruction, execute and stores the instructions. Okay, then after that see the data will becomes to then register ALU. What is the use of ALU? ALU, the name implies that it performs the arithmetic and logical operations. Arithmetic and logical operations andre addition operation, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, after that data comes to register ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಆ ಡಾಟಾನ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Temporarily it stores the data. That is the use of register. After that the memory unit, whatever data will be stored temporarily. If you want to permanently store the data, then we have to use memory unit. Memory unit example ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ hard disk. Okay, in hard disk ಅಲ್ಲಿ data permanently store ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, then after that what is the use of output unit? Output unit, whatever data will be processed, that processed data will be displayed on output unit. Output unit example andre monitor ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಓಕೆ ದಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್? ಇಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ದಿ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸರ್ ಡಾಟಾ. ಏನು ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಡಾಟಾ, ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಾಟಾ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Okay, this is the block diagram of a computer. In this the very important questions almost all ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. See expand ALU ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. What is the use of control unit ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ. See then what are the functions of control unit ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ. Okay, what is CPU ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ. What does CPU consist ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ. ಏನಿದೆ ಈ CPU ದಲ್ಲಿ? CPU consists of 3 parts. One is CU, ALU and register. These type of questions so many times asked in the exams. Okay, you have to ನೀವು diagram ನ practice ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. It's very easy diagram. Okay, first input ಕೊಡೋದು, that will be process it and gives a output. Okay, ಇದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. It consists of 4 parts. Okay, this is what this is about block diagram of a computer. Okay, this is your ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನ diagram ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ, notes ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ, ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಿ. Okay, now we discuss about the history of a computer. Okay, see history of computer 1 marks questions ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಈ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. See 1 marks questions ಏನು ಕೇಳ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ in history of computer which is the early computing machine. Which is the early computing machine means see which is the first computer in the world. Okay, which is the first computer in the world? Abacus is the first computer in the world. Okay, in examination ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. Okay, which is the first computer in the world? Okay, which is the first computer? Abacus. Otherwise in twist mind ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ which is the early computing machine. Computing means calculation machine. ಓಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಷೀನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಷೀನ್ ಓಕೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಅಬ್ಯಾಕಸ್ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಅರ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಷೀನ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬ್ಯಾಕಸ್ ಓಕೆ ಅಬ್ಯಾಕಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಷೀನ್ ಇನ್ 1945 in 1945 ದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಯಾಕಸ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ okay first computer in the world that is nothing but a abacus. After that the Pascal, the scientist name is a Pascal. The Pascal he invented a Pascalian machine. Pascalian machine ante invite ಮಾಡ್ದ just it does a addition and multiplication operation. ಆ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು ಓಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು ಸಿ ದಟ್ ನೇಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಪಾಸ್ಕಲಿಯನ್ ಮಷೀನ್ ಇದನ್ನು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ who invented Pascalian machine the name is Pascal okay Pascal he is a scientist name he invented Pascalian machine ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದು Pascalian machine just adding it does operations like addition and multiplication operation ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು okay then after that the father of computer Charles Babbage ಯಾರು the Charles Babbage he invented the machine called the analytical engine. He invented the machine called analytical engine machine ಕಂಡಿಡ್ದ which does differential equations ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು differential equations ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಹುಡುಗರಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಓಕೆ ಇನ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಆ equations ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು okay differential equations okay that is solved by okay that analytical engine in examination ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ who developed analytical engine machine ಯಾರು ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಚಾರ್ಲ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಬೇಜ್ and who is the father of computer ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ father of computer Charles Babbage. who is the father of modern computer ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ that is nothing but Charles Babbage. okay this is you have to remember. Then the next one is the see one more question ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ which is the first programmer in the world who is the first programmer first software engineer ಯಾರಪ್ಪ see Ada Lovelace ಇದನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ who is the first programmer in the world programmer ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ you have to write given the instruction to the computer these are called programmers ಅಂತಾರೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ programmers nothing but software engineer. who is the first software engineer see Ada Lovelace she is a scientist okay she is one of the first programmer in the world ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮರ್ ಯಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿ Ada Lovelace okay then after that they will ask you who developed the desktop computers desktop ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡುವಂತ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಸ್ ನ ಯಾರು ಇನ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು see that is nothing but IBM company. IBM means international business machine. It is a one company, it is biggest company in Bangalore. We have that IBM company. They developed this desktop computers. Desk means desk ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುವಂತ desktop means ಟೇಬಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಡುವಂತ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಡೆಸ್ಕ್ಟಾಪ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. see this can be invented by the company IBM. okay ಇದನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ okay who developed the PC ಅಂದ್ರೆ personal computer or desktop computers that is a IBM company. okay this is you have to remember. Then after that which is the first electronic computer ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಮಾಡಿದ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಗೆ ಏನಂತಾರೆ which is the first electronic computer in the world which is the first electronic computer in the world is UNIVAC. okay UNIVAC ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ it is the first this is the computer name. it is a UNIVAC company. ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಇದು. it occupies one room. ಅಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1945 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಓಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಯುನಿಯಾಕ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಯುನಿಯಾಕ್. it is UNIVAC is the first electronic computer in the world. okay ಇದನ್ನು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ which is the first electronic computer in the world ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ. that is nothing but UNIVAC. Okay, the scientist Van Neumann, ಇದನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ. The scientist Van Neumann, he proposed the stored program concept. He proposed a stored program concept. What is stored program concept? Stored program concept means how the files are stored in computer, how the documents are stored in a computer, that can be analyzed by the scientist Van Neumann. Van Neumann, he is a scientist. He proposed, he developed the stored program concept. Stored program concept. These are what? These are the 1 marks question. This is the history of computer. 1 marks questions almost ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. See, in this chapter, which is the first computer or early computer, who invented Pascalian machine, otherwise who is the father of computer, like these questions are most asked in the exams. Okay, who is the first programmer in the world? Okay, these are the questions. This is the history. Otherwise it is also called evolution. Okay, evolution means history. Evolution of write a history of computer ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ you have to write any 5 points. Okay, otherwise 1 marks questions almost ಈ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಯಾವುದಾದರೂ ಒಂದು. Okay, you have to remember this is what, this is a history of a computer. Okay, this is ಇದನ್ನ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಕಳಿಸಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದನ್ನ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಓದ್ರಿ, ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ.